Welcome back to Black Clover Anime Review, episode number 55. Yeah, this is another one of those reviews I could have done on the day it came out, but because I was out of town, no can do. hmm Yep. This one I'm reviewing the 100th and get to it. Here we go. The 105th episode of the anime, Smiles, Tears, and the 224th chapter of the manga, You're Cursed. Yep. This episode pretty much covers it adapts chapters 163 and 164, and it looks like though they also adapted the first page of chapter 165. You don't know how to listen to the website, but they do. What happens this episode? Well, it picks up right where last week's episode left off. It's sort of a bit of a they just reuse a little bit of stock footage from last week. With we have Asta, Magna, and Vanessa on top of Luck, while Asta's pushing the sword into him to get the elf out of him. And we see a bit of basically inside his head where he talked to his mother, very beautiful woman, mind you. Yeah, smoking hot woman. And but they go to her and he's like, yeah, he's a light, and he goes through. You see sort of basically a montage, and apparently it's only from their mouths, so you don't see a full face for some reason. It's particularly weird. Like all the characters are like this. And he's able to get out of the thing perfectly fine. And of course, well, so we're friends, right? Yep, we are. And well, he's as for the destruction of town, which he caused in the last episode, he is regretting basically what he did, but Asta points out that was not entirely his fault. That was the elf basically controlling his body. So they figured, okay, we need to form a plan to take the freaking elves to the Royal Capital. Of course, Asta basically kind of explained what is going on. And there we go, we need to regroup. Let's go to Black Bull headquarters. They get there and it's pretty much in shambles. Why? Because Goosh got turned into a freaking elf. Yep. Oh yeah, and by the way, the whole battle he had where he turned against Gordon and Gray, not seen on screen. Nope. It's just we see you see him about to attack and then you see what the heck happened. Yep. Oh yeah, and apparently Gordon and Gray start mumbling. And apparently Asta can't understand what the heck these two are saying. Even Henry was everybody's like, who the heck are you? And Asta pointed, this is Henry. He's the owner of the Black Bull base. This is his house. And he's even sitting next to it, no problem at all, because, well, he got no magical power. Okay, they're talking for a while, and they heard some stuff like, oh crap, who's coming now? And it's Charmy! First time in probably about 10 episodes. It's been a while since she was last seen. Oh my gosh, it is so freaking weird. Okay, we haven't seen this woman in a while. Last we saw her, she apparently went off to basically service before the whole reincarnation stuff. It's been probably about, and this is my personal guess, probably about a good 20 episodes since she was last seen. Great to see her. What the heck she's been up to, no idea. Oh yeah, and apparently, she brings in all of her sheep chefs, and she's so angry because apparently that her garden was right, and they figure, oh yeah, she's not persistent. And what about the mark? Nah, just sauce. Yeah, this other the mark on her face, basically, normally the mark basically turn it up. Nope, just sauce. I was pointing, yeah, this is probably done by the Ironmanite son of the elves. And she's like, Ironmanite son elves. And he's like, okay, we should go after them. He's like, and of course, Vanessa points, yeah, we're at magical power. And Darby's like, okay. I summon for you the sheep's head, the shepherd's head sheep elf, the chef. Makes a bunch of food that restores their magic, though Asta doesn't get magic power, but he gets some good food anyways. And of course, Henry gets a chance of food, and with him, basically, these people get back to magical power. Henry reassembles the base that pretty much been in shambles. Oh yeah, and also they also add something here when they arrive at the base. This is actually not in the manga. Yeah, they added a little snippet here. They hear something rumbling, and they figure out what's the other thing. It's Captain Yami's magical beast. And this is like, really? And this is actually the first and expert outside the freaking cage. Yeah. I'm surprised they actually now that's something they actually added this particular moment. This particular like let's say about tense this 1 minute thing. Yeah, that's completely anime original. That's not in the manga. But it's great they added that because well these things are actually in damn base, so I figured out why not. Yep, so Henry assembles the base, which forms a giant freaking bowl. Of course, all eating it. They also took time to go inside and ask when the heck that happened, no idea. And they start racing off, and the episode ends simply where where chapter 165 starts. Everybody see over close to everybody's faces, and that's where the episode ends. Yep. Next week, we're probably going to wrap up this whole thing of catching up, filling like the little gap, the 20 chapter gap. That thing started about a few episodes back. Great episode, establishing next step. Okay, so we now go on to chapter 220 for the manga. You are cursed. Chapter Tatsuyama says, yeah, that gonna work. Then we get to Heart Kingdom. We see the Black Bull base. Apparently, it's sitting on a building because of the bull. And well, we gotta get through those. We see Rogue basically on top of Vanessa's head. Yeah, is it just me, or is that the writer of the book basically decided to give Vanessa and Noelle the same face? Yeah. So and apparently Noel mentions that apparently Mimosa's been there as an exchange. Like, okay, it's just something really go to this century. Great, Fenrir, yeah, you head over there. Yes, escape, cycling, cuts eating and Mong to recover. Yeah. So apparently, since like the whole thing with the elves, they've apparently been eating like crazy, just like they did in the episode. Like, okay, so I'm at the headquarters, and of course we have Fenrir's jerk of a brother basically with his ex fiance. Just have a scene, and of course, Fenrir shows up. Legolas, you're awake! I heard you're awake. That's the thing. Yeah, the fact that he's very sad about what he did. Yeah, and he's about to kill him, so I heard about that. Well, you and that, you have zero telling. Right. And of course, he points out, though, like, yeah, right, that's the spirit. You being like that makes you declare war. Yeah, he says, you being like that makes me want to declare war on you worth it. Sorry, now I'm gonna work hard to make Father acknowledge me. I'll become a man who's worthy of being the head of the house of but and I'll be able to make Miss Venice happy. I know selfish me, but says I'm sorry. I'll make you uh make up you wait again, and I'm sorry, but I promise to become a man worthy of you that then bring you home. She smiles at that, like, okay. Be as quick as as you can, please. And then he basically pats his neck. Then he goes out for a walk with him, and then you see a couple people from one person from the Golden Dawn, and I think this is supposed to be. I think it's his mother. I'm not sure who it is. I think it's a servant. This doctor. You girls are so cute. Want to get some tea with me? There, see, you're cursed. You're a playboy. See, woman, you instant. You were nowhere to begin with at the time you spent running away and making yourself beautiful. But one bad habit needs to break. So you got the hang over you. Do your best to break that curse, alright? If you don't mind, I might have marrying Miss Vanessa first. Hmm. I won't get the happy. I want you to get happy and easy funeral. And then we have Asta and Noel visiting Mimosa. I see, so that's why he came to see me. Anything up Asta because she's in love with him. Yeah, one of like four women in love with him, along with Noel, Rebecca, who was not been seen in a while. She's from another village who's a similar back history with Asta, and of course you also have one of those people from the Undersea Temple and Sally, who's actually not here, but I think she's in prison. Yes, I've been to Heart Kingdom. I went there and changed my brother when I was 13. We are only allowed access to a limited area. However, the magic techniques are like those to Clover Kingdom. It was very educational. It was a marvelous country with abundant with water and lush vegetation, rich environment, great amount of mana. The idea of devils and curses are at the heart of it is terrifying. Although it's hard to believe something like that. A curse maybe like the devil that mother encountered. Yeah, but of course, bring up the fact like that. Well, their mother was killed by a devil. I don't mean her, but the princess who rules the kingdom. That they have power rivals our entire magical knight brigade all by herself. Plus a well-known mage who sees everything happening in her kingdom. What? Whoa! Princess like that? Is she like the Witch King? If this is so, this could get ugly. If not, we're gonna fighting her through careless. But I think they recruit applicants to go there now. I'll apply for permission into the country. Thanks, Melissa. Yep, and they get their boat. Yep. Who had the, who thought we would just into the country officially? Not only that, but this awesome boat. Look, we aren't here to play around, alright? I'm sorry I couldn't get permission from more people. What are you talking about, Melissa? We're grateful to help you, but nothing but grateful to you. And of course, Fenrir was along too, because why not? The legal entry. And so they go on the ship. And of course, something's bothering Fenrir. And they apparently gets the Heart Kingdom. No problem. And they go in and apparently see the Princess of the Kingdom. So they actually come. The power of the Clover Kingdom's devil. That I would love to acquire. Ooh. Yeah, new chapter's already out right now, but this is a pretty interesting chapter. And it's great Mimosa's actually going to be active in this portion of the arc, which I'm looking forward to. I'm going to read the newest chapter later. But yeah, this overall was a really good chapter. I'm going to give this chapter roughly 9 out of 10. It's a really good chapter. I like the fact we're into the Heart Kingdom for this arc, but because here's kind of the thing. The Heart Kingdom, like when they mentioned the names of the kingdoms, like the Clover, the Diamond, they mentioned the Snake Kingdom, like there must be a Heart Kingdom, and there is. I still have personal theory that the writer of the series must name these kingdoms after the playing card suits. Yeah, as a matter of fact, look at the symbol of the Clover Kingdom. It's a freaking three clover. Simple as that. Yep. Otherwise, though, that's it for this particular review. Now, I have roughly 2 more videos I'm going to do. One, of course, will be a review of the newest episode of 7 Deadly Sins. The other will be the review of the newest episode of Fire Force. Okay? But see you next view. Bye.